So here we'll get into a deep dive into what the platform is all about. We'll understand the architecture of the platform. So at the bottom is what we have called the Windows Core OS services. So Windows Runtime is nothing but a part of the core OS itself. It's not a layer above the OS. It's a core OS itself. Like .NET used to be a layer of abstraction over the Windows Core OS services. Windows Runtime are in-memory binary interfaces. I'll discuss more about the Windows Runtime in a little while. So Windows Runtime provides APIs for communication, data, and all the basic APIs that we need for devices, printing, graphics. It exposes the complete power of the platform. It is very essential to have APIs that can expose the complete power of the platform so that you can leverage the best part that the hardware has to offer and the OS has to offer. Going above it, we have something called a model controller in Vue. So as I discussed with you that we can build the UI using DirectX XAML or HTML CSS with C++ or JavaScript for the backend logic. So due to Windows Runtime, we still continue to have this language neutrality. This is something that forms the modern apps. With the coming of modern apps, we still continue to support the desktop applications. So you can still continue to build any .NET applications that you've been building before. So in short, we now have two kinds of applications. We have modern applications built over Windows Runtime, and we have something called desktop applications, which we used to build on .NET. So moving further, so let's understand what is basically Windows Runtime architecture and how we have projections for all the languages. So Windows Runtime, as I was telling you, is an insignificant layer. So it's not a layer above, it's the part of the core OS itself, but it is a very significant component. It is Windows Runtime is the endpoint to call all the core OS services, right? So it is just, WinRT is just an API nothing but an API implementation itself. Windows Runtime consists of Windows metadata and namespace. So every call to the Windows Runtime core from a modern app is basically wrapped in an API interface. Lookup happens and all the interface definitions exist in that metadata. Then it also has something called a runtime broker. So for Windows 8 app, every hardware capability of the platform that you want to use, if you, let's say, want to invoke the camera capability, or you want to use the geolocation services or an internet, so all these calls are routed to the Windows runtime broker, and you have to enable these capabilities when you build for Visual Studio. So user is always asked whenever that the app will be accessing the internet capabilities or the geolocation services or the camera for that matter. This is to ensure that the consumers also get a security from therein. So understanding the language, deep diving into the language projection. So each of the languages, when they make a call to the Windows Runtime architecture, Windows Runtime, each call is marshaled to the WinRT. So how does it actually? We'll also understand here that all the languages, whether you're building in C, C++, C#, VB.NET, all the languages provide an equal power. So you can do whatever you can do using C++, C++, or C#, VB, or HTML, JavaScript. The power would be same. So as a developer, you will get exposed to the same power of the platform, and there are not much significant differences even in terms of performance. So you can choose a language based on whatever suits you. So understanding the projections here, the diagram here, now understanding what the diagram here represents is that, as I told you before, that Windows metadata will consist of APIs, will consist of signatures of API that exist in the core Windows runtime object, which is nothing but a COM-based implementation. So if you are from an era of COM-DECOM era, I guess you will be able to relate it better. So every so you would be aware of every COM component needs to implement 3 interfaces: IUnknown interface, 3 methods: add reference, release ref, and query interface. Likewise, every WinRT needs to implement IInspectable interface. So on the right hand side, you see that we have these projections for C++, C#, etc. So for C++, since all this is COM based, so for C++, all the functionalities will become native binaries after compilation itself. So no reference to the metadata will be required. So they'll be able to make the call directly. And in C#, since C# and VB is managed code, certain calls to the metadata are done through the runtime and some are done at the compile time. So they'll basically refer to the metadata twice, once at the compile time and once at the runtime. And for HTML JavaScript apps are HTML JavaScript is basically a metadata driven language. So deciphering of the API happens at the runtime instead of the compile time. So understanding overall the key message that I want to convey you from this slide is that you can actually you can use any which you might have a prior experience in to build your current apps. So in terms of performance, there is not much significant difference, and this was the reason of basically showing you the entire diagram that at the end all the calls are made to the Windows runtime object. So you get the same power of the platform while you use either of the 3. So now understanding what the core platform is, what are the core APIs that